Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whenever you watch this video. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Aisyah Andina Sekar Lestari. I'm a 7th semester student from University of Pamulang. Today, I'm going to make an appreciation of one of Rupi Kaur's poems from Homebody, which is the untitled one from page 169. Before this, I've made an essay of appreciation of the poem that I wrote for the purpose of my final test assignment. And now I would like to explain all of my findings and understandings based on what had been written in the essay. First of all, I would like to introduce you to Homebody. Homebody is a book of poems that was released in 2020 by Rupi Kaur. Rupi recently shares some of the poems from the book on her Instagram feed. One of them is the one that I discussed through my essay, which is the untitled one from page 169. The poem itself only consists of one full stanza in which each of lines of the poem was analyzed. In the first paragraph, I explain my personal opinion on the contents of the poem, which is my general appreciation. I explain how the sentences in the poem impact me as a reader. As I said, the choice of words and the way the poet combines words to convey the meaning she means are very interesting and evocative. I always thought that a poem always had a title. However, in Homebody, not all of Rupi's poems fall under a title. And in fact, even without a title, this poem conveys a deep feelings and message to me. In the next paragraph, based on the guide to writing essays for poetry appreciation that I read, I dissect the lines of poetry by highlighting the key words which carry the core meaning of the sentence. As in the second paragraph, where I discuss the first to fifth lines of the poem, I try to sharpen my point of view on the vocabulary that I feel represents the message and meaning of the poet. By assembling every keywords that I pick up, I also interpret the first to fifth lines of the poem as an expression of the poet's courage in accepting and showing her happiness. Then, in the next paragraph, I discuss how in the 6 to 7 lines, the speaker expresses her desire to be able to store and instill that feeling of happiness as deeply as possible in her feelings and memories. Through the keyword souvenirs in the 6th line, I interpret the meaning behind the word as the equivalent of the word memories of something that has happened or is currently happening to the speaker, to be kept by the speaker so that the feeling doesn't go away. The 6 and 7 lines show how the speaker wants to stay on top of her happiness without being shaken. In the next paragraph, which discusses lines 8 to 10, I understand through these lines that the speaker wants to show her feelings and strengths transparently before the world boldly. She wants the world to know that she is brave to face whatever is in front of her, regardless of the shape of the things that await her in the future. I saw how the speaker showed her side of honesty, that to meet happiness, the path that must be passed is to be bravely face the various obstacles that lie ahead. And in the last paragraph, which is the conclusion paragraph, I discuss the 4 lines of the poem where I see the keywords that are the most core of the poem. The speaker said, "I did something with my body, which refers to the speaker's desire to do something sincerely and simply which can make her happy, without having to go to great lengths just to make everything perfect. And that brings us to the end of our discussion. Thank you so much for your interest and attention.